Now, whatever people might suggest, of course, with His Royal Highness Prince William, there's one thing that he continues to do, and some might say unwisely. But here's the bigger picture. It still appears that Prince William is very much thinking of his younger brother, the younger troubled brother, some people might suggest. That is, of course, Prince Harry. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. How are you today? And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. Yes, we're in the very heart of Leeds today, which is a wonderful place this time of year, full, of course, of festive cheer and delightful lights. I don't know if you've ever been to Leeds, but of course, many years ago, this was the epicenter for a lot of television shows, including, yes, Heartbeat. Who remembers that? That was all made at Yorkshire TV on Kirkstall Road. Stirring a few memories there, aren't there, for those from the United Kingdom? Yes, they still have television studios, but now it just makes Emmerdale. Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. There's a very big documentary coming up over the festive period, looking at the very first year of His Majesty the King, King Charles. And this really does go into great detail about exactly what he went through, and of course the rise to the coronation and afterwards. Now, as many of us know, His Majesty the King has indeed had an incredibly busy year. And for a man, dare I say, of a certain age, one might suspect that he should have been slowing down. And I mean that in the kindest of ways, but he can't. This is the moment, as they say. Now, what's interesting in this particular documentary is he is, of course, reviewed and viewed by those around him, those particularly who have worked alongside him in this pivotal year, including his younger sister, the Princess Royal, or Royal Highness Princess Anne, who speaks very eloquently about, of course, Her Majesty the Queen, and how Her Majesty the Queen felt very concerned about her demise up in Balmoral because she didn't want to be a nuisance to anyone. It's very poignant, isn't it, when you think about it in those terms? But there are two people missing from this particular documentary. Both, of course, who are very pivotal to the story of His Majesty the King, King Charles. That's right, Prince Harry and Prince William. Now, as we know, Prince Harry only made a fleeting occasional visit for the coronation of his father, King Charles, while, of course, Prince William had a pivotal role alongside, aligning himself as his liegeman, as they say. So why did both sons not appear in the documentary? Well, the story goes, and this is a story that you will hear about, is that Prince William wasn't around or available, and he was literally touring outside the country when this particular documentary was made. That's actually not really the full story. It's simply because, of course, Prince William did not want to heap any more embarrassment on his younger brother, Prince Harry, by being the only son to appear in this groundbreaking documentary. And so it was decided by him, alongside His Majesty the King, that he wouldn't appear. Now, it's a shame, isn't it, in many respects, because, of course, that denies the opportunity of Prince William to be seen in such, as I say, an historical documentary. But he felt it would appear unkind if he did this to his younger brother. Now, we're not quite sure, genuinely, whether Prince Harry was contacted about appearing in the documentary. But given his fleeting arrival and disappearance at the coronation, truly, what could he say and what could he do? And at the time of recording of this documentary also, we still had to look forward to that latest despicable royal book. Many suggesting, of course, that Harry and Meghan had something aligned themselves to, although they've refuted that at this point. So either way, whatever you think about His Royal Highness Prince William, he clearly does concern himself to what's truly happening in his younger brother's world, and what kindness he's shown, particularly at this time of year. Neil Sean in the very heart of Leeds, West Yorkshire.